Somebody tell me what type of schmuck goes outside for a cigarette. What are you supposed to be having alive and don't have his cigarettes? It's okay. I just say, Pop, as we practice, we grow.
Yeah, yeah.
Find my smokes and get this show. Wait a minute, where the hell am I? Here we go. Yeah, man, it's like Father Like Son podcast. How you feeling, Papa?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
Had a great week. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of business handled. You know, I can't complain. Things are good. Things are good.
Yep.
What about you?
Good,
About to
good.
make about to make a crab leg situation. I got the pernicious beers. I'm show you them pernicious beers,
Mm-hmm.
pernicious. So I got ahead and throw half a can of that into my little crab boil. You know how it go. Little obey.
Yeah.
We don't play.
I know
Yeah.
that's right.
Little flavor and
Well,
season. I got the reason.
that's
Little bit of
right.
obey. I know the way. Crab legs for dinner. That's what I call a winner.
That's,
Word up.
yes, sir. Yes,
And shout
sir.
out to the hustle. Shout out to the hustle, man. Honestly, I haven't made it yet. Y'all gotta forgive me for sweating my ass off. I'm outside. It's pretty humid out here. But shout out to the hustle, man. I had to make a sacrifice last week. Same time this episode, man. I ain't really had no money for much food, honestly. Because I had to put a
That's
couple
right.
down payments down. I had to pay some rent and all this other stuff. Move into a new spot. So I just want to say shout out to the hustle. It don't last long, man. I was eating Hungry Man dinners the other night, struggle meals, and a week later I'm eating crab legs. Life goes on, man. It's all good. So wherever you at, that's not where you belong. Don't worry about it.
Pull it up and lock it. There you go. Now you get a better chance of
Hold
getting
on, Pop. I'm about to make me a hat shirt
it. Yes, sir.
because I can't take this anymore.
Okay.
Uh-oh, hat shirt, man. They didn't call me out. Oh, hat shirt, man. Yeah. Oh, hat shirt, man. Had to pull
Yes,
it
sir.
off.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
still
this
a light
hat.
switch around. You see how that outside is getting? See on the side by the thing? That's getting right. All right,
All
I'm
right,
back.
everybody. This Light Father, Light Son podcast. You know how we do. We got the week. Ain't nothing changed but the name on the mail. That's it. As T.I.
That's it.
said so eloquently. Before we get started, I want to say, Pop, super proud of you. Love you very much. We still doing it, man. We're doing it because we feel like it. So let's keep it up.
Yes, sir.
We
I
might have to
should
get
have
a
got.
guest on our 100th episode, or maybe our 50th episode. Our 50th episode. I'll start reaching out, and we'll have a guest up here.
Yeah.
I'm back, like cook crack. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you figured it out.
Figured it out.
Good.
But
Looking
you
like the
know,
great.
man, the nigga t-shirt hat pop. It's that hot out here.
I know.
It's that hot, and I don't want to
I know.
smoke in the crib, so I'm gonna smoke outside on the patio situation, and that's it. Until I
C-
need to burn some anyway.
CBD, CBD, CBD.
That's CBD for sure. That's CBD for sure. So let's get on with the show, man. We had a lot of stuff to talk about this week.
Yeah, man.
And I'm
Let's
gonna just
get
go
it
ahead and
on,
dive
man.
into it. The title of this episode is "Sometimes Siblings Are Chosen," and I say that because the first time I ever heard the term half sister, that's my half sister, half brother, is once I moved down south. Once I moved down
What?
south, I started realizing people were talking about how they got a half brother, half sister. I'm like, what the hell is that? What's a half brother, sister? And they were like, yeah, dude, my pop, had a baby or my mom had a baby, whatever the case is. And I'm like, that's just your sister or that's just your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what a half is. Now, coming from a family where I had a lot of half siblings, I still don't understand the concept of it to this day. I don't understand how anybody can say they got a half anything. That's your people's. You know what I'm saying? It's just the
I
it's just
do.
the case of what it is.
I do.
Did you think that was a phenomenon when you did you notice people were doing that up north or what?
Nah, I actually went after females for that because the females is the one that do that, start that.
Really?
You know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, no disrespect to females. I love women. I love a woman. But the fact is, it was all right for them to have a baby by another man and they siblings, they brother and sister. But
Right?
when it comes to man having a child by a different woman, then they have.
So is that the criteria? Is it the man run out, then it's a half?
It's ignorance, man. It's just straight ignorance. Family is family. Sometimes it ain't got to be your blood and it's
No?
family. It's pure ignorance.
No?
It's pure ignorance. You ask any woman,
CBD.
you ask any woman that have at least two children, well, at least one child by a different man. Well, it would
Right?
be two children. If she have two different children's father,
Right?
baby, it might be ready. You ask her, who is this? They brothers, they sisters,
Yep.
they sister or brother. Now you ask that same woman who that other child is.
Outside the household.
That's they have.
But see, the truth is, and that might be some women, but I can say
But
in our household, rest in peace to mommy. You know what I'm saying? That never was the case in her household. It was never gonna be that half speak. At least in the sisters that were in the home, I haven't like she even the sisters that were outside the home, she knew they were my sisters. I never heard her use the term half sister.
yeah, yeah. But that's not a term that you hear men use either. You have to look at the numbers. People can get offended, but you have to look at the numbers.
Listen,
You got
man,
two boys, those are my boys. That's all I'm
that's,
saying. That's all I'm saying. This been a crazy week, man. Let's jump
it
right
has.
into it. Let me talk some trash, man.
All right, here we go. Hold on. Damn, the fan outside don't work. That would have been my saving grace. It'd have been my saving grace. Anyway, so let's go with the. I heard Rudy Giuliani got disbarred as of recently. The truth of the matter is, Pop, I didn't do much research into this. I just want to kind of hint on this to just say we spoke on it. I really don't feel morally right discussing this because I haven't read the paperwork. And from what I heard, Giuliani was disbarred, though. Have you heard that?
Yeah,
As
that
far
that
as
is a
him being a lawyer.
that is a fact.
Okay. And that happened earlier this week. Is that what happened?
Actually, I believe it happened prior.
Okay.
Believe it happened. But anyway, he's a lawyer with charges. Now, granted, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
But you're in charge of upholding the rights, and you're breaking laws. My
Right.
personal opinion, he affected my life personally. My personal opinion is I hope he get what God has waiting for him. Nothing more.
Jeez.
Nothing. Like I said, that man had an impact on my personal life. I
Yeah.
can't feel sorry for you. You treated me like I was a criminal. And the whole time, you're the criminal?
Uh, I understand why you feel hurt on that. That's a very unique perspective. For those who don't know, Giuliani took, at least part anyway, in the whole stop and frisk law that was happening in New York, where a lot of young men were just getting totally hopped out on in New York, uh, and for no
Beat up,
reason.
thrown in
Got
jail.
beat. Yeah, all the above. But the violation, the ultimate violation, is them even searching you when you're not suspected of committing a crime. And so, if anybody knows how New York is built, sometimes there's brownstones or apartment buildings where the neighbor downstairs, there might be, let's just say, I don't know, a dozen apartments in this apartment building. They go straight up, right? Four on each floor. Your neighbor downstairs might be selling drugs. But everybody that means if your neighbor downstairs is selling drugs and the police suspected him of doing so, they had the right, if you were walking outside of that same building because you lived there, everybody's got to leave out the same exit. You are just subjected to be searched for no apparent reason whatsoever because they claim you might be in and out of a drug house.
Yep, yep. Or you got drugs on you. Or they suspect you of committing a crime when they're not there for a crime that you committed.
Right,
They
right.
looking for somebody totally different. It's 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 it's, it's treason.
Yeah.
And I think it should go back to the old days with what happened to people like that.
Well, I'm not playing devil's advocate here, but I can also say that Giuliani has a pretty serious track record, and he did do a lot of crazy stuff. But I've also heard, and that I've heard it from you, that he cleaned up a lot of the mafias and a lot of the had a lot to do with like the introduction of RICO charges, things of that nature, and actually cleaned up New York and a lot of the dirty police that was in there. So there was some good stuff he did too. You know what I'm saying? New York was not in a bad place until I'd say 4 years ago. New York, the taxes were already starting to get out of control for sure. For certain, actually, I'm gonna say 10 years now. It's been about 10 years now from what I've seen because I haven't been in New York in 10 years. But from what I've seen, the rights just keep getting more and more strangled from the people as the day go on. It's pretty amazing that anybody lives in New York anymore. It really is.
Yes. And it started somewhere. And that's what people need to understand. It started somewhere. A crook cracking down on crooks. All it is.
Yep.
Did a lot of great things. Whether you was a cop, whether you was an Asian man, whether you was a black man, a crook cracking down on the crook. And now look how it is, ironically. Years later, years later, you just so happen to become the president's top lawyer. How ironic is that? Think
Yeah,
about it. From New York.
yeah, yeah.
Gangsters is gone. Ain't nobody to bully Trump no more. Man, shit. It's all a conspiracy. You can feel how you feel. Devil advocate, you entitled to that. I'm just telling you, it's all corrupt. And I don't
Absolutely.
feel bad, man, or woman, or a punk ass nigga or bitch. I don't feel bad when karma comes back because
We'll
it's
follow
coming
up
back.
on it. We'll see on what grounds he got this bar for, because I'm certainly not sure. But we'll circle back on that and see what's going on with that. Uh, so I got one that's pretty funny here. This is funny. So a man named Dwight Jackson. Okay, what race do you think that man is, Pop? Before we start this, Dwight Jackson.
I would think he's a black man.
Okay, fair point. He says that he is well. CNN says that Dwight Johnson is suing the I think it's the Shinoa Hotel for racial discrimination. He applied for multiple places in Detroit, Michigan. He applied for multiple places inside of the hotel and apparently never received a phone call. But then he
Uh,
applied as a gentleman named John Jabrowski with virtually the same resume, just changing the dates. Just changing the dates, apparently. But uh, he's suing, and also, like I said, he the guy John Jabrowski, once he applied for the jobs, then John Jabrowski, who is also AKA Dwight Jackson, got multiple callbacks. So instead of him
wow.
actually accepting the job, which would be illegal at that point under another man's name, he decided
Yeah,
he was going to sue him for racial bias.
yeah.
How you feel about that?
It's I don't even know, B. I mean, just I don't even know how to explain it, BJ. It is what it is. This world is crazy, man, and we screwed, man.
Yeah.
We are screwed. Somebody, honestly, you can get somebody to say, "Oh, he said this about women." I was embarrassed around my husband after I
Okay.
heard him say that. I need 300 million. This world is just you got legit. All I can say about all of that stupidity is save your soul, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Save your soul. It's too much out there for no reason. Mm.
Well, I'm certainly not a fool. I definitely understand that there is a such thing as a racial profiling. There's a such thing as systematic, injustice. I understand that. But in the
I
case
do
of
too.
this man in particular, in the case of this man, I don't know who Dwight Jackson is. All I saw was his picture, and let's just say the picture looked funny. Let's just say that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I understand how the market is when you are in service. So if you worked at a really big restaurant, for example, the chances are you're gonna see the same waiters that you waited with at other big restaurants once they quit, or the cook might leave, go to the same circuit of big restaurants, or the assistant manager, the dishwasher, who knows? But there's a circuit, and certain people know each other. And let's just say this man grew up in Detroit. Let's just say he wound up getting up with a boss who he screwed over at a previous job. And it's like Dwight Jackson, screw him, I don't like him. And that because he's black. And it might even be a black boss who's saying it. Like, dude, as long as I work here, this nigga never work here. Screw him. You know what I'm saying? I would do it. So if that was the case, and then you apply under a fake name, what's more illegal? Like, which one is breaking the law? Because I'd say, of course, me and my lawyers gonna shoot that to hell. We're gonna shoot that racial crap out the hell. But why did you fill out this paperwork? Who whose social security number did you put up here? Like, what are you doing?
How did you get away with it to that point? Why would you use another name? Exactly. I mean, whose name is it? His brother?
John Jablowski. It's an apparent white man's name.
And then you get to look at what our country's come to. And then you get the chance to sue somebody.
It's ridiculous. If that's the case,
Money.
I don't know what man
I-
was like. You know what? I just don't. I'm not even gonna interview the black guy. Screw it. Like a guy that's like running a business. You know what I'm saying? That's running the business. I just need bodies in here. You think it's like, hey man? I mean, of course, in certain situations, it's nice to have a pretty girl in the front. I understand. And sometimes when you're running security, you need to have a big guy running it. I totally understand it. Biases exist. That's how we get by. But I don't think that nobody just like Dwight Jackson. I'm not even gonna give. Screw him. He's black. Is that what's going on here?
That's exactly what's going on, man. That's exactly what's going on.
You think that's happening on a large scale?
Bigger than you realize.
So are we blessed with what I like to call medium names? They're ethnic, but they're not hood names and nothing like that, if you will. What I like to call American black, not just American. I mean, not just black. American black got a whole slew of crazy names, and that's just true.
And it's not just a name. Because you can have a Tony Davis. There's a lot of people walking around with that name.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is he screwed with an ethnic name that bad? Dwight Jackson, this Phil Jackson, this like you can't tell me that's enough for them not to even call you back. You can't tell me that. So I need to
Nah.
find out who that man is before they just decide they just gonna put it on the news.
Yep.
For
Yep.
real. Because like I said, you might have screwed me at the last job and you'll never work here while I'm here. Because I almost bust you in your head 6 months ago at the other job. Almost cracked you in the head with that monkey wrench I found behind the refrigerator. The rusty one.
Yeah. The one you had hiding for me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I found it first. Found it first. I'm swinging with the mouthpiece like that open. I ain't swinging with the backside. For real.
The angle of that thing to get you. The whole angle.
So, on to the next, man. Great conversation. I'm just gonna have to knock this out. The story, there's a gentleman who died in Milwaukee I think it was 5 security guards held him down. This is on NPR or CNN. I can't remember, so forgive me for the misquote, but what I'm saying is true. He wound up, I guess security got called because of a disturbance down at a hotel in Milwaukee. The 5 security guards held the man down and kept telling him stop resisting. And the young man screamed out, "Hey man, get up off me, please, please, I'm sorry." Well, he wound up dying. He's a dead man now. Fortunately, I did not get his name. I didn't even think this one was necessary to call him out. They tried to force the video on me. Screw you, CNN. That's who it was. You tried to force the video on me to watch death, and I don't want it. I don't want it because y'all quit to shove some death in my face, teach me to stay in line. But when it come to actual like people who trying to do different, like how dare you? And I'm not even a fan of Louis Farrakhan, but like that man actually seems to care about black people. You took him off all platforms so nobody can actually learn about the man. So I'm just saying, quit jamming this black death down my throat. I don't want to see black people getting killed no more. So thank you, CNN. But anyway, he wound up dying. CNN made sure to put, and this is the bigger question, okay? It's the adjective they were doing. They put a black man with capital letters black. That's an adjective, right? He was black. You also could put fat, or you could put happy,
Cat.
or whatever. You could put whatever up there, but they made sure that they put the capitalization on the black in order for me to get upset, and then afterwards put he was choked mainly by, or one of the guys was a white man, and put the huge W up there. Seemed like they changed the font for the W. I'm serious. It's like they changed the font,
Yeah.
made it a bigger font, and it said, and a white man, and plus four other people of color. Apparently four. So y'all so sure that this man was white, but with the other people, it apparently looked like four people of color. And the man who
Yeah.
died, you know, he's black too. You know he black too, right? So my thing is the trigger words they throwing out there to try to get me upset, and I see this happening. I pray that my America don't get mad at this, man. This is a freak accident. This is a freak, and what are you gonna burn down? It's not the police, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Look at the video if you want to look at it. But I read the reports on it. It was horrendous. I pray to I feel so bad for that man. But what CNN is doing in order to trigger people and get them upset, I see y'all. I see y'all, man. I see y'all for sure. Because y'all let me. When did black man start? And why would man not be capitalized? If that's the case, black is
Yeah.
more important than man. Is that what you saying?
Can't be.
That can't be what they saying, right?
Can't be. It's off.
White is more important than man. How you got capital white, lowercase man? What are we doing anymore, guys? They are manipulating our English, man. It's time to take it back. It's not fair for them to take our language from us and use it against us so that we can't use it because they don't want us to. I'm tired of it, man.
It's
I'm
not
tired
right
of
for our freedom, period. Whether it's the right to fish, whether it's the right to hunt, whether it's the right to own land. I'm tired of all of it. So you see me, and I'm not bragging to nobody because I know it's coming, and I'm prepared for it. We talk, we talk, but I'm not. I can't wait for y'all. I can't. I can't live by it. I'm not gonna break the law in no way. But I can't be your hostage. You can't have me in fear. You don't have that right. You're not that person to do that to me. You're not that strong.
right.
You cannot break me.
Yeah.
You are weak as far as I'm concerned. It's not gonna happen.
Chump, acne bump,
Skedaddle.
skedaddle, skedaddle. That's a fact. That's a fact. But and as long as we aren't taking things back that belong to us, I remember back when I was in high school, there was a football coach I used to have, Coach Mott. He was the craziest guy in the world, and he was awesome. He was a good coach. But Coach Mott used to walk around with a red bandana hanging out out his pocket. On the right side, I mean, no, he kept the red flag hanging out the back side. Only on the right side, yeah, that's the blood side. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No affiliation. I don't bang with y'all. Anyway, uh, he took out the red handkerchief in front of me, blew his nose right into it. Sound like a trumpet.
Yeah.
All in the rag, stuff it back in his pocket. And I thought to myself, I know men who've died for lesser things disrespecting the flag.
Yep.
But they was only black guys. I've seen guys get killed for wearing the flag and they weren't part of the game. They were just false flagging and just wound up getting their ass beat. Getting their ass beat for no
Smoke.
reason. And
Smoke.
Coach Mike blew his nose into it. That's how you live, man. It ain't right if I live
Yeah.
anywhere it ain't real red because red's my favorite color. But them niggas across the street, they like blue or they like red. I don't care about none of that. Like, man, we need to take our colors back, man. The red flag don't belong, or flags don't belong to gangs, and colors don't belong to gangs, and the rainbows don't belong to whoever think the rainbows belong to. Rainbow's supposed
No.
to be a miraculous thing that everybody enjoys when the rain and the sun work in perfect unison. That's what a rainbow is.
God gave us those colors, but again, they made it bad. The system, the way it's designed, it made it bad. It's terrible. Again, I can't deal with the system. I have to deal with what God gave me, what God taught me. I'm not getting religious on you guys. This is the facts. I got to do what I have to do, and it works
God,
for
I do.
me.
I,
It-
you,
huh?
I was acting silly.
Oh, it works for me. It might not work for nobody else, but it works for me. We done seen each other in our struggles. We better than this. We move better since our podcast started.
Yeah,
We get deep in the game.
I don't know, like 30 something episodes now, huh?
I don't lost count, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We deep in the game every week.
Proud of you, Pop. Word up.
Proud of you too, coming through, kicking it. Every once in a while, we might, have it a day later or an hour early or an hour late, but we still in the game.
Still in the
Not
game.
long.
Yeah.
I thought it be done shut me down because
And I
I'm
got,
not
I
playing.
got
I'm telling the truth to you.
whew, I had to sit in front of that fan, Pop. Dear God, help me.
I see
I
you out there with that shirt hat on, monkeying.
wasn't working at all, man. Trying to finish up my CBD. Oh,
Yeah.
about to melt into a puddle of chocolate. Shout
Look,
out to
look.
Adela Haynes, man. Much love to you, RP. One of the funniest gentle souls I ever met in my life. Seriously, incredibly funny. Incredibly
Yes.
funny.
Let
Word
me
up.
show
One
you.
of the best.
You eating them crab legs? Let me show you something real quick. Can you see that?
Catfish are delicious. Is that what's going on? Dang.
Oh, I got him jumping right now. Me and Terry both flipping them. I get
I'm
caught up
about to
with
say,
you.
I'd have said, Pop,
Yeah.
man, you got two of those? Let me get two of those. Word, please. Please, I'm dying here. I need it.
But
Need
look,
it. What, they fillets?
yeah, look. Sitting over here. You heard me?
Yeah.
So 1.5 going that way.
Ah, got you. Nah. You know they got to have that. Yeah. Yeah, got to have that.
Got bamboozle.
Got to have that out the gate.
Yes,
But
God.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard you got it, man. I ain't gonna say what I heard verbatim, cause then folks is I never air out my peoples. I never air out, but I heard you got it. That's all I'm saying. I heard you got
That's
it.
true.
Huh?
That's what I heard too.
That's what you heard too?
It's unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair.
Oh man. No,
Uh,
man, I never take out the whistleblower. But now that's can't go with my sources, but I swear that's what I heard. Man, that's
nah.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
You ever heard of somebody say, let you tell it, let somebody
Mm,
else tell it? That's what they should say. I need to get a t-shirt. Let somebody else tell it.
yeah.
Whatever. Dot. Anything is true when somebody else tell you about me. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. I'm gonna switch it up a minute. I'm gonna put some people on our show live. Hold on a second. Say hi.
Hey, sweetheart.
Look at the camera.
Look, say hello.
Hi.
Hey, what
Look,
you
look, look what she
doing?
made. Look what she made.
What the catfish jumping? That's a world class violinist right there.
Yeah, I know. Can you see
That's
what
a
she
world
made?
class third chair working on first chair class right there.
Ain't it?
I think you can flip
I
the
see
camera.
it. Hey
You
man,
seen it?
peoples and them. You gonna join orchestra next year?
Something. Your voice going low, man.
I don't know what the H is. Was I too close to the fan? Maybe that was it.
What?
How about now? Am I doing better or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask people and them is they gonna be on orchestra next year?
Yeah, everybody acting look like they don't want to be bothered. You gonna be in the orchestra? Huh? You gonna be in orchestra next year? She said no, man. Gonna
No,
break some, man. Oh, man.
I ain't
God.
mad. She did it. She did it.
What?
I'm proud of them. I'm proud of folks in them, man. I'm proud of folks in them. Word up. I'm
Camera?
really proud. She tried. It's all
Do you
good.
want to? So why you getting close then? Cause I'll put you on camera. You can say hello to America. America's
America, America.
a republic.
Yeah.
The republic.
Every day we lit, you can tell us. Remember it was broke. No, you can lit. When your pocket fatter than a bee, then you know you lit. Anyway,
Yeah. Back to the subject at
that's
hand.
my rap lyrics for the day. I didn't start off with one, so there you go, America. You got it. Anyway, so Norway and the United States decided they were going to donate a bunch of F-16 fighter jets to the country of Ukraine in the fight against Russia.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
just want to throw that out there. I don't know
Yep.
what they plan on doing other than killing Putin. It's the only thing that makes sense, like trying to strike him out.
But I don't think
But
they're
if
gonna
I'm
get a chance.
Russia, huh?
I don't think they ever get a chance to do that. I mean, it's possible because United States is. Hey,
I mean,
they
ain't it
wouldn't.
on?
Huh?
What's stopping it from popping? It's like America wants him to do something. Like y'all are providing the country that I'm going to war with fighter jets. Like that's an act of war. You know what I'm saying? Like you in it now. You in it now. Like I don't. What in the hell? You're not just selling these weapons because if Saudi Arabia wanted to sell bullets to Africa for their war, I'm not mad at that. Like at all. Like it's a profit. But if you just like in allegiance to these people and like funding the war, what are you doing? What's the greater cause? Like if I'm Russia, I'm like, man, you keep it up, America. I'm gonna just crash out, man. We all going to hell. I'll set all the bombs off. Screw it.
Well, I mean, doesn't that seem like that's what's happening? I mean, not as far as him going off and pressing no buttons or nothing, but I mean, as far as helping the people, that's exactly what's happening.
Mm.
He's doing it. He's trying to what we're trying to do. We're trying to get them into NATO.
Yes, which was part of the deal in the treaty that
Yep,
Ukraine was never to join NATO. And so they
yep,
just joined Norway and Switzerland into NATO, and they out here giving weapons out.
yep. You
Nah,
you see
that's what a world war is, people.
that? You see what's happening. You're intelligent, man. You see it. They're not hiding it. We just too dumb. They throw everything else at us. Who Kanye West like?
Yep. Cardi
Puff
B
Daddy.
said something about her coochie.
Oh man, Chris Brown said something about Quavo. You know, Drake
Jeez.
said something. Somebody.
Not just Drake Rogers.
Did you see? Let's talk about this. Did you see? Oh, babe, I don't know if you seen it. They got a black girl, little young 19-year-old girl. The dude took her, Sonia. Damn, I'm not gonna say her name, but it starts with an S. Cause I can't remember her name. Man, forgive
Is
me,
it
Lord, for that.
SWNV?
Nah, this is real talk. The
Okay, all
dude
right,
kid,
my bad.
the dude kidnapped her, burned the car, and cut her body into pieces. Man,
Oh.
throughout that area, they found her pieces. It starts with an S. See if you can find it for me, baby, real quick. Yeah, she 19-year-old black girl.
And who killed her?
The dude, man, the dude killed her. But
The
it's
dude.
just sad. We all, yeah. Dude asked her to go out. She decided, yeah, I'm gonna go out. She never made it home, man. This world is sick, man. This
She
world is
might have
sick.
gave him some until she realized he was a square biz, and she was like, "Nah, dog, I ain't rocking with you, dog." See,
Yeah, he did her dirty, man. He cut her whole body up, man. I mean, he sawed it off from like the hip to the foot. Just sawed that whole off and took that part and put it somewhere. Took another body part of her, put it somewhere. Just disgusting.
see, it makes me wonder how much he actually had to compete with men and women before. Because, like, even when you're trying to make a woman your ally, you're competing with her when you first
Hold on,
introduce yourself to her.
hold on. I want
All
to
right,
get this woman's name right. I want to tell you so that we can send our prayers out to her family, and also
got
help stop this fucking pieces of trash that's out there. What's her name, love?
Sade Carlina Robinson.
Sade Robinson is her
you.
name. I remember it started with an S, and I apologize to her family that I didn't get it right. But the whole time, I want to send her family and her body love, man.
Same here, man. Same here. Sade, that's That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Pretty little
And
young girl, man. Had a bright future.
and it makes it bad on everybody else, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's her if her younger sister is single? How's she supposed to start dating again? Yeah, I'm not single. If her younger sister, let's say 17, when she's 19, she want to go on dates. Like, how is she supposed to trust anybody? You know what I mean? Like, you can't even help that with therapy, man. Who knows what's gonna happen to them people and the people that they do wind up getting with, man. Like, God knows what might happen. So that's
You know,
generational, and we can recognize it when it happens. Therapy's not gonna fix it, but it might stop them from doing it to somebody else. So rest in peace to the woman. Word up, Sade. Cheers.
yeah, it's sad. But you know, we care too much about people feelings that don't even matter than we do that people that do matter.
Yeah.
This guy at least will live his life, whether it's in prison or not. He at least have some type of life. Whether he get touched or not, he still will have a life.
Now,
You
sometimes death is better. Not to compare it with her death. God knows this is a separate thing. Uh, they can make it to where that man wanted to kill himself. That's why people kill themselves. They can make it that way. They can make living be worse than death.
the American people should do it themselves. You know, this man just committed an act that's so horrific. It just doesn't make sense. Why you want to give him life in prison? Why you don't want to
Yeah.
just eliminate this person?
But you get
But oh, hold on, B, hold on.
go ahead,
But
Pop.
you'll give millions of dollars to another country to help fund them
Hmm.
fight a war that you ain't even got nothing to do with.
We go kill children in other countries.
Oh
Go
my
kill children.
God!
Yeah, you're
And
right, and
then
to support them.
when enough of them die, then we got proof to go to NATO or whoever and say, "Yo, I'ma shut it. I'ma shut it off. This is too much."
Just show it to
We-
Congress. I'm pissed. You just start flipping stuff, man. It's up, man. We doing this. We got we the United Bank of America. I love my American citizens, even the ones I haven't met. The United Bank of America is the land of the gangster killers, man. They paint everybody else like they bad. Gaddafi bad, and we believe it. Dude, like, we have to wake up now. Just because your government says somebody is bad don't mean they bad. We got to figure out what's going on.
Look
Osama
how
bad.
these people.
We all mad at Osama. Kill them all. People was getting this before the internet was popping hard. YouTube. Can we imagine how many Muslims they put out? Stop the Asian hate. Did they ever record how many Muslims got their ass beat in subways in Chicago and New York, all over the world because
Mm,
they look like Osama bin Laden?
oh my
Did they
God!
report
Come on.
that?
No, you know they didn't, man. Come on, man.
I'm just asking
You know
questions, Pop.
they,
That's all.
I ask questions. They ain't
I'm
got
just
the
asking
answers.
questions, man. I just want to know what's going on, Pop.
They, mm, mm, mm. So your boy Trump gets out there and challenge Biden. Let's do it again. Let's test your golf skills, man. Oh my God! And those are the ones that they want me to put my faith in, feeding me and my family.
and missing work. You supposed to miss work, call out for 2 hours, 3 hours, and
Oh
miss
my
money
God.
for the
Oh
dog and
my.
pony show with a slow man and a crazy man. There's some candidates out here, man. A lot of them
One
just
mother,
don't do the job. A lot of them don't
one
want to
mother,
do it honestly. Go ahead.
one of them suffering from dementia,
Hmm.
and the other suffering from narcissism.
Yeah,
What am I
and you
supposed
be
to
a
do?
sexual deviant.
Everybody know if that man win, that man coming through with vengeance. Whoever you could have been me, and he heard something I didn't say, I can kiss it goodbye, man. I can kiss it goodbye.
I, 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 I'm looking forward to seeing it. I don't know why. I think that he's personally gonna get on YouTube or whatever social platform he's on, and that trust app he's got is gonna become number one. Well, not it's not gonna beat Twitter, but it's gonna become a very very serious um source of source of information,
Yes,
and he's gonna make a lot of money doing that. And he
yes,
might slander you publicly, but I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna actually run up on people criminally. Because Trump was saying all the time, like, you need to be in jail. And he was threatening people and calling them out publicly. But I never heard about him actually pursuing legal, like, ramifications on people.
yeah. But you never seen him.
Political opponents, I mean.
Okay, but there's an old saying: there's nothing like a woman scoring.
Okay.
You've never seen Donald Trump scoring, but if he
Okay.
will, you will. This will take you to a whole nother entity. You will be a different man. But I promise you, if he wins, it's coming. And also, I think he's gonna win, and
Yeah.
you will see it firsthand, firsthand for yourself. The narcissist, it's beyond a woman scorn, if that
Yeah.
means anything.
Nah, it's the hurt warrior now. It's the wounded warrior. Like I gotta make it back. You know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to
It's
women, but a wounded warrior that's determined to make it back, God knows what that
yeah,
man's capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? That's a dangerous human being.
yes, very, 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 very.
And might
That's
do
like
some ungodly things with his body. Like he might climb up the side of a face of a mountain, something that an able-bodied man couldn't do, but his will just got him through it. You just don't know. You don't know what a wounded warrior do.
yeah, his ego is just ridiculous. You just don't know how to be humble. As gracious as you've been in life,
Mhm.
as fortunate have you been in life, you just don't know how to be humble. What is
I
this
listened to that song from
foolishness?
Kendrick Lamar today.
Oh, my battery going dead on me. Okay, I'm
Gotta be
listening.
humble, turn it out, be humble, turn it out, be humble.
Uh-uh.
I heard that today. So,
Okay.
real quick, Pop Man. So, Russian, you remember that report that we did on that guy? He was the Russian opponent for um Vladimir Putin. His name was Navalny, and they wound up killing him. Remember I told you about that? Or we
Yeah,
spoke on it.
yeah, yeah.
Russian court orders the wife of Navalny to be arrested on site. She currently lives outbound outside of the country, but Russia said if we find her, she going to jail. Listen,
Uh,
at least they straight up with the gangster, man. Instead of trying to trick me into go burn down my local Walgreens because I'm blacker than black and I'm black, y'all. You know what I'm saying? At least the gangsters straight up. Listen, man, we getting rid of y'all.
yeah,
I don't think it's right. I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But if I ran the country, in order to get it back to where I think I needed to be, I would do some very, very ungodly things. I would have to. You would have to.
dra- drastic.
And they would teach you things you didn't know. Some operations that were going on where children are being hurt, or
Yeah,
they're gonna corrupt you with the information. You'll never be okay again. Those men are weird people. Presidents, there's something wrong with them guys. They have to be chosen. They almost got to be bred for it. Like how you
I
just,
know.
oh yeah, I'm the governor of Chicago and everything's okay, man. I just handle killing and stuff like that. And now all of a sudden you win the primary and you're the president, and then like
Yeah,
you start talking about FBI investigations on how they're poisoning people in certain cities to find, you know what I'm saying? Like corrupt. Who can survive that? What's that man name from Flint, Michigan? He died. He used to give him the business. He was a councilman.
yeah. I can't think of his name.
If
The
he
black
became
guy.
the president, yeah, and he was great. If he became the president and they told him what was going on, don't you think it might actually fatally hurt the man? He may like I can't even make it. Like it would age him. It would age him as soon as he started hearing it. The
Yep.
FBI do what? The CIA
Yeah.
do what?
And y'all didn't tell me.
What? Well, you inherited it. You got the job. Like you got the job once you became the president.
Mm.
Yeah, dude, this been going on the past 10 years. FBI's out here doing this. You know what I'm saying? CIA is out here doing this to the people. What?
Son of a mother hubbard cupboard. God.
Apparently, um, John F. Kennedy wanted to stop the CIA because he thought of it as a criminal organization. That's just something I heard. Don't know how it's true, but he got his
It's true.
cabbage blown back.
It's
Huh?
true.
It's
It's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came in overstepping boundaries. And let me tell you something, man. The bullets they got now, it's incredible. That's if you got the tripod and all of that stuff, the deer stand. The way they knocked that man Cabbage off with a Springfield rifle, a bolt action rifle, they don't make them like that. I'm telling you, the shooter was incredible. Two headshots. First one torn back. I think the first one was throat shot perfectly. The second one was just the absolute dome spillage. Man, talk about not wanting to watch nobody die. Don't watch that video. It's not even gonna help. Just know he got his head blown off. Uh,
It was meant to happen. It was designed.
I
That
got
was
I
a
got two
train.
more subjects. Oh, go ahead, Pop.
That was a trained person that's been trained
Yeah,
in
yeah.
military.
I don't think it was with no wooden rifle either. I think it was with a probably ahead of its time firearm.
It wasn't no deer hunter.
Hell
Okay.
no.
Because as a deer hunter, I got a massive target to shoot at. Hitting the head, moving, it takes skill, but nobody talks about that. But let us move on.
Now that's a fact. That's a fact.
I know, I
Hitting
know
the
it
head
is.
from 20 yards away while the man's standing still or whatever target is incredibly difficult.
But
So,
the
and the
target,
kickback on the rifle was something different, like than y'all ever seen. It's not on handgun. Like, I think it's crazy.
yeah. But
Cabbage
let's
blown. I
move.
don't know what type of ammo he was using, but that ain't regular rifle ammo. 223. They out here Why? It was the RIPs before you. I mean, I'm talking about total tissue
Yeah.
destruction, just cabbage chopping. It is like his head got hit with a blender, with a ninja blender. It was amazing, amazing shot.
Matter
It'll
turned
forever
to
live in my head, which is a soul I don't want to carry, which is why I don't want to see no more black people get killed on camera. Because until I die, I'll never see the video again. I never have to, but I know exactly how John F. Kennedy died, and why do I? It doesn't help me. It doesn't. It doesn't help me to have that image in my brain at all, and have his wife crawling out the back of the car. Who Jackie
yes.
Kennedy was a hot little number. I probably would have ran up on her back in the day if I was a young man. Just being real, I'd say one of the better looking first ladies of all time. Obama's wife wasn't that good looking, but she had that large back seat in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? So I would see what was up with the back seat in the back seat area. Um,
Mm.
but the rest of them presidents, why like Barbara Bush and the rest of them, Hillary Clinton, oh y'all gross, man. You can sit down. So I got two quick ones.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this real quick. So when you say in the back seat, are you talking about the Farfet Nougat?
Oh my god. no, no, I'm talking about the ham hocks.
I'm sorry, man. That okay,
I'm
listen.
talking about the ham hocks.
Got you.
Now listen, if that's the game she wants to play, then I might find out what's going on that night. I don't know. But
I
certainly it's got to be a ladies' Patrick Nugent, aka Dudenheimer. You know what I'm saying?
hey, hey, but
yeah.
sexy, sexy.
What is that?
That's
Throw
old
it in
school.
the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All right, man.
crazy.
Let's move
That's crazy. So,
on.
oh, I had quick. All right, let me get to this. I'm gonna put this out here.
Oh God.
So, I like to call something this segment right here pride over product. I had reached out to an old business opportunity I was having when I was making music with a group of people. And
Yeah.
honestly, I was listening to the music because I had ran out of music to listen to. And I
Yeah.
thought about the music that we had created that hadn't been released yet. And that was the
Wow.
feature I was looking for. I really wanted to like listen to more of our stuff. I feel like
Yeah.
our music was what the world needed. It's at least what I needed. You know what I'm saying? And so I reached out to the boys and I put my pride aside for the product. And I reached out and said, hey man, just first of all, first and foremost, I hope y'all doing well. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth, man. I'm just reaching out just to ask, hey man, are y'all interested in recording one last album? It'd probably be a 10 piece or something like that. I'd fund most of it if I needed to. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, but the music needs to be released. One member reached out and said, yeah, they down. The other, I ain't heard nothing yet, so I prayed to God, you know what I'm saying? We in a good place. And I'm putting that out there, man. But a lot of times, man, I'm using this just as a broader subject. I'm moving on to another subject now. Placing the product in front of my pride, I feel like works for me more often than not. You know what I'm saying? If I actually just calm down and say, you know what, B, it's not that bad, without taking open face disrespect from somebody, like you realize it's really not that bad. And honestly, when the product comes out, that's what's really important at the end of the day. And I've worked with a lot of people in my life, especially on a 9 to 5 job, where I couldn't stand the person who worked next to me guts. I don't feel that way about my peoples, but I'm talking about work now, where I just can't stand the person that was standing right next to me. But I still had to get that money though. because the
Yeah.
product was more important than my pride. I had to get it done. Everybody has. I know you have. Everybody
Yeah.
has. So I believe in that at the end of the day. And feelings aside, man, I just want, folks to know I'm a call away, man. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me if you need to, whatever, man. But this music need to be released because it's bullshit. It's not out. And
Should be out.
I it has to come out. It's going to. Like it's if that energy doesn't stop, and because I
Yeah.
believe that, well, I don't believe it. They say energy can't be created nor destroyed. That energy was created. It can't be destroyed. It has to exist. It will, even if it doesn't come from us.
Yeah.
Somebody else might sample it 100 years from now and make it what it's supposed to be. But
Yeah.
just do it because why not, man? Because fuck it. And I don't want to go on tour and I don't want to do shows and none of that. Let's just let's just do it, man. Screw it.
Make a
Pause.
farewell album. Boom. Just
You know,
drop it.
let's just make it. Let's just go ahead and do it. And we know it's gonna be a loss. We take it as a loss. We go ahead to put it on all the platforms. But it's not about, like I said, we not gonna have no rock shows or tours or nothing. And if they want to, I would consider it honestly, because I miss the
Yeah.
home. I don't want to pressure nobody to do nothing but
Uh-oh.
make the music that's supposed to be out here, man. It's supposed to be out here, and
Who I am, man.
that's who
Cigarette
I are,
Jones,
man.
man.
They put the flavor on it, man. Them boys. I miss the boys, man. It's hard to tell them face to face that, but honestly, man, the the chain, man. That was so. It's the
Yeah,
chain,
yeah.
man. It was always supposed to be business, but that's all right. I'm putting that out there. So I want to ask you this last question before I go to the next one. Oh, real quick, this is an in-season promo for in-season produce based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Proud sponsor of Light Father, Light Son podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you want fresh veggies, which you natural fruits and berries, the stuff they put in Prince Hakeem hair for his long ponytail, you go ahead and holler at my man, aka Aski Wasky, coming out of Wilmington, North Carolina. That's in season produce. Also at in season produce on Facebook, Instagram, and all that other jazz. Now on to the next. Shout out to the homie.
Peace. Shout out to him. Shout out. Shout out to AC Wacy.
Whiskey
My
Whiskey,
man.
man, from the corner store. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
Whiskey Whiskey from the corner store. Uh, I gotta ask you this one now. This one is a little offensive.
Mm.
I want to ask you, what is Me Too? What is Me Too? Let's start with that because I want to go further than that. But what is Me Too?
I don't know, man. I don't know what that is.
It seems like some shenanigans. It seems like some type of radical gang affiliation in some manner. I do understand the premise that if one man was out doing things to multiple women, they like Me Too. But like it's so broad, like Me Too. Like it's a little broad. But what I want to say is, I've had family members, and I ain't airing nobody out, but family from the oldest to the youngest, thick and thin. When they were younger, when they were juvenile, females and males were having sex with elders, with people who were older than their age range.
Yeah.
And I want to know, is that Me Too?
I
Is
don't know
that
what me.
that if
I,
they just decided they wanted to give it up at 17, but now they're 40 and decide, you know what? And they live in the state of New York, let's say, and they say, you know what? When I was 17, even though I busted open, and I busted open, and now I think the nigga took it from me. So is that a me too? I'm just I know you don't know, Pa. I swear. I'm just trying to figure it out. What is it? And those women in our family and our friends and our people in our neighborhood that we know, them people that ran them corner stores back in the hood, we know they was messing with them little girls now. So that me too? Or do you have to be rich?
I don't fucking know what it means. I really don't. I really don't. But what I will say is, there's a lot of people out here calling themselves men and women, but find themselves playing victim as well.
Yeah.
As a man, how you gonna find yourself as a victim if a man beats you?
Right.
Legitly.
No, I can't take that. I can't like if we square up 1-on-1, then I'm never the victim even if I lose. I can't be the victim is crazy.
But that's
I'll
what
take the
everybody.
loser. I'll take being a loser over being a victim any day.
Yep. That's what happens though. Everybody is a victim. Oh, my feelings hurt. Oh, he touched me when I was doing that porn video for him.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
doing deep tissue massages at his penis area and they got erect on me. What?
Tyson issue. Yeah, I went to
Isn't
his
that how
house
that
for
works?
Tupac. Yeah, he didn't touch me, but his homeboys touched me.
It was
How
his
how does
hotel, so yeah, it's his fault too.
but he didn't touch her. She said
Now
that.
she gave it to him. She said, "Nah, with him, I gave it to him," and then he
But
left, and then they took it.
yep. But now he charged. How does this work? This is what
All eyes on me.
this is what your
First
government.
side in the west side. Change, clean to be playing, but ain't no bad nigga fuck. So
Okay, whatever. What I'm
that's
telling you is your government to keep their people the fuck away from me because
word.
I am going to defend my rights appropriately, accordingly, the way I feel necessary. Just like
By
if you
everything.
feel your feelings got hurt, I'm gonna defend mines accordingly. I'm done with this. This is
I got a quick. I got a new. It's the same section. Look. I got my broom. You see that for the spiders?
I, I
You
see
told me
it.
to do it.
Yeah, swipe them all down. You
Get them out
see,
of there.
you got a line of defense. okay,
That's the new trailway about to be coming.
all right.
Can you see it? See all the
Damn, I like.
construction work being done?
Yeah, I love the state of Wisconsin.
We're doing all that construction work. So, same segment. I'm gonna hit you with the quick fire, but I got a new set of questions today, and it's for
Oh,
people and not random words.
okay.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
here we go. Quick fire with Pop. Keys, do.
Wait, give me one. Hold on. I'm sorry.
No, you right. About to make me a half can of crab legs with the buttered scrimps. Nigga, please. I ain't lying neither. Got the butter scrimps. That boy got the butter scrimps. The butter scrimps. Got them butter scrimps. Butter scrimps. Hey, buddy. The boy got the butter scrimps. The butter scrimps. I got the butter scrimps. Tell y'all something, man. It's all good in the hood, man. The government ain't giving me nothing, so I can't get no decent food off the government. So I got to work for all of my food. You know what I'm saying? So when the brother got a couple extra beans, and then he decide he gonna get him a bag of them crab legs and them butter scrimps, beer batter. It's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. Not a big deal at all, but still a pretty big deal. So, to all my crab leg aficionados out there, you make sure you keep up the good work. Make sure you keep up the great work, actually. And if you're allergic to crabs, I'm sorry to hear that. It sucks, bro. That sucks. I ain't gonna lie. But meanwhile, I'm coming out here with the crab legs and them butter scrimps. Them butter scrimps. I got them butter scrimps. Them butter scrimps. Boy, I got them butter scrimps. Them butter scrimps. With the
Hey, we
garlic
got ready.
scallions on the side. Them butter scrimps. What'd you say?
Ready, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
Saw hood.
So what you gonna go ahead and ask me about
Okay.
people?
Let me get outside real quick to get my notes, my handy dandy notebook.
Oh,
Shout out to Blues Clues. Yeah, so this one gonna be different. I'm not gonna ask you random words. I'm gonna ask you random people. You ready? I just want to see how you feel about this.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Martin Luther King.
A hero.
Okay. Al Roker.
A different man.
Pee Wee Herman.
Pedophile. Well, a freak.
No. Okay. Okay. I'll give you that. Idris Elba.
I think a good actor.
Yeah, he's solid. He's solid. Andy Griffith.
A lifetime millionaire.
Vin Diesel.
He made a hell of a deal. A 10 movie deal. Uh,
Yeah.
I guess you would have to say one of the best that did it in Hollywood.
Okay. Martin Lawrence.
I think it's a real man. The
Okay.
average the average man, I would say.
Okay. Lucy Ball.
A genius.
Yeah, I like that. She is. And last but not least, Carol O'Connor.
The word I would say for Carol O'Connor is exploitation.
Hmm.
And the reason I say that is because he was in there right at the time where it was still, it wasn't so much prejudice, although it was, but he was able to make it funny. And then had a spinoff of the Jeffersons, and
Yeah.
it was even funny because there's a white man telling how he really feel, and then there's a black man telling how they really feel about races at the time.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
it, it was a concept, I think.
Okay. All
Who
right.
else?
That's all I got. That's all
Oh,
I. You was ready.
yeah. I thought you was gonna say, damn, what's her name from the damn, from Friday? Nia. Thought you
Oh
gonna
man,
say
you
Nia.
won't believe it. I was just watching the TV show upstairs. I think it was either. I think it's. I don't think it was Rain Brothers. I think it was Jamie Foxx show. Nia Long's up there young. Man, damn. I mean, she ain't no joke now, man. Seriously, I'd pay the price, whatever it may cost. I'd figure out a way to raise the funds to go ride that ride. Screw Disney World. Who cares about Disney World? I got $5,000 on Nia Long. I don't know about five. Maybe. I don't know. It depends if I got the money. It just depends if I give it down. 5,000 is crazy. But if when I come up with $1,000, I come up with $1,000. And you got to pay for your own flight out there too, and your own hotel, and you only get an hour and a half. I need an hour and a half. That 30 minutes ain't enough. Word up. Cause let me tell you
I,
something. Nia Long look good, but I need to watch her take a bath too or wash up. Cause how terrible would it be if you flew across the country and paid for everything, and your whole trip was you get the food around with Nia Long, and her box smelled terrible. That'd be the worst
oh,
news ever.
the funk box on 100.
Phone box is just it's
I couldn't
ugh.
do it. I couldn't do it.
Phone box so ugh.
On 100.
Couldn't do it. What you done paid? What you gonna
Yeah,
do?
fuck it. You got it. You got me. You beat
You
me.
got it.
This year,
You got it.
I'm not.
So if she decided to wash up, boy, it's over with. Honestly, man, ladies, man, I hope y'all know how important it is. If the box wrong, I'm not even happy anymore.
Done.
Don't even yeah, don't
Done.
even care.
Ain't no
Done.
excitement. Nothing. Nothing.
Ugh.
Nothing.
Some of them smell like a Michelin tire shop. Some of them
Oh man.
smell like Sushi Friday from Harris Teeter.
Some smell like
Damn.
truck juice.
I'm making sure, man, I'm clean to the toe, man. When I go rocking with them girls, I make
Oh,
sure I'm cleaned up, man. Especially the old midsection area, man. If you don't care enough for me to do that, then you just garbage anyway. I don't need you in my life. If you don't care enough to clean your box, then you know I'm coming through. You trash. Especially if you fresh off of work or any of that. Get the hell on now.
I like this episode, man. We had a good one.
Yeah, it was a great one.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the Guala, man.
All right.
Your
And
boy
Big Pop.
Creed, this Big Papa. You know how it go, man. Another week, we keeping it funky. So,
Time.
love you, man. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. I love you too, man.
All right, peace.
Love.
Boy, love you too.